Hello everyone, it's a voiceover today. Why? Well, our upstairs air conditioning went out and our replacement, it's very noisy and it's too hot to turn it off. So I just thought, let's do a voiceover today. So here we go. We're using some Lumi Glotion. This is in the medium shade and I'm just kind of spreading that out, trying to let my summer tan show through a little bit more. So I like using a sheer product like this. And then I'm just blending it in with my e.l.f. buffing brush. And yeah, it's just been a crazy weekend. It was Saturday that we realized for sure, or actually Friday night, we realized it's not working. And Saturday they came and looked at it. They're like, yep, it's totally fried. So yay. This is our Born This Way concealer here, the multi-use sculpting concealer. I find I'm reaching for this quite a bit lately because it's just a hint deeper than a lot of the other concealers that I have. And it just kind of works into my skin tone now a little bit better. So I'm spreading out those dots as I like to do with my e.l.f. Tap and Blend concealer brush. So getting around the nose and the under eye area, making it take up more space, so then I can just gently tap over it with my larger brush, and I feel like I preserve a lot of the coverage that way. So yeah, I've got my blinds closed. We were doing every effort we could to try to just maintain coolness upstairs, but it really has gotten hot. We've been under a heat warning right now, so yeah, it kind of changed the way I needed to do things on this day. I pulled out my Laura Mercier translucent loose powder and my little triangle puff. This one's from Morphe, but you know, whatever puff you want to use, even round puffs, just wrap them around your finger and tap that powder in. I'm definitely hitting under eye, I'm hitting T-zone, just any area where I think my makeup is kind of prone to breaking down during the day. And then I blend it in a little bit better with that Morphe under eye bullet brush. I think they still sell that one, but I use it pretty much every single day. And I heard a funny sound from outside there. Laura Geller Bake, Balance, and Brighten. I'm using medium. Love these swirl bake products. Oh, and so I didn't wake up my 3 kids that were sleeping in the living room on an air mattress. I got a Celsius and I just blended in this in the shade medium. Got a powder brush. This is from that Mange set, and just gently, very lightly blending this in. I mean, this product can be a really good powder foundation, but I also like pairing it in with more lightweight products as well. I think it works really great in that respect, either the regular one like I'm using or the Glow version. Both are really nice kind of topper products. And then I went in with the Bake, Balance, and Bronze. Bake, Bronze, and Brighten. I knew that didn't sound right. I'm trying to do this voiceover in one take, baby, okay? So my angled brush, and I'm just blending that in. It's a wonderful product. I love the depth that it's capable of, but still it feels super easy to work with. So yeah, just blending that in a little bit with my angled brush, and then we're sticking with Laura Geller. This is Pink Grapefruit. I did break this one, or it arrived broken, I actually think, but I'm using my e.l.f. blush brush, and I'm definitely keeping a hold of this because half the product is still really good and there's quite a bit of pigment even on the broken side. So I'm blending that in. I thought it kind of went with the tank top that I'm wearing, but yes, we're just trying to stay cool, trying to stay maybe just a teensy bit stylish. But here we go. Morphe brow pencil. This is the micro. This is not as teensy tiny as the nano pencils, but it still works really well for me. And I have one on hand, so I'm going to use it. And I filled in the brows, and I used the little brush on the other side as well, just to kind of help gently rake it through once I finish the brow. It always takes the left brow just a little bit longer, but you got to be patient with that left brow. We still love her. And yeah, I'm still going on the left brow. Wow. And little brush, like I said, it really helps carry the product through, even it out a little bit. And then what are we doing next? The Super Lock Brow Gel from Maybelline. This is in deep brown, and this really does have fantastic hold. Don't love the brush as much as Brow Fast Sculpt, but it's still pretty good. My e.l.f. Lock It Down Eye Primer, just spreading that out on my lids. Take another sip, and using the NYX Ultimate Warm Neutrals palette today. I just felt like throwing it back to something that I really loved, but just hadn't picked up in a bit. So I'm taking one of those mid-tone mattes. Whew, I'm running out of air here. And I just blended that in my crease, back and forth, back and forth. And yeah, I got a nice, very easy blend there. I love how the gradient in this palette is so close with a lot of shades, meaning you don't have to bounce around. Oh, there was a moth in there. You don't have to bounce around from like super light to super dark. There's a lot of easy mid-tones that just lead one into the next. And I love the rusty shades in here too. There's a matte rust, which I'm using here, and there's also a really pretty kind of shimmery rust. And I just love how that's providing some depth, but it's giving us kind of a fun little color splash there too. So super easy to blend. That's of course my Profusion crease brush that I've been working with all along here. And then we're going to a deeper rusty shade with my flat brush. This is my Morphe M303, and I love how I can pat that so simply on the outer part of my eyelid, and everything just kind of immediately looks blended, you know, it looks right. And then we went a little step lighter with some shimmer here. It's a very soft shimmer in this palette, but it's a little bit goldeny, and I just worked that in with my M302, the medium, just over the inner part of my lid. And we went in and we did just a little bit of extra blending here, but that eye look came together, I think, really quickly and really well. So moving on, we're going to take one of these shadow sticks from ABH, the shade Cocoa Drip. I've said that this reminds me of a really nice middle step between L'Oreal Brown Abyss and Cold Brew from Hard Candy. It's kind of a nice like middle, or Magnetic Bronze. It's right in between those types of shades, and I like how I can use it top and bottom, and it just seems right. So then I curled my lashes. I definitely spent longer curling them than I'm showing in this video, but let's face it, it's just kind of boring to watch somebody sit there and do that. So Milani Highly Rated Fan Club mascara. I'm sorry for all the uhs and whatever. I am truly doing this voiceover in one take, and I love the way this mascara loads up. Really loads up nicely. I do sometimes make some mistakes with this mascara because the brush is kind of bulky, but still I love it. I love the way it applies, and with a couple coats it builds on itself quite well. So here we are, we're just going back and forth, just adding a little bit to each eye, and then of course we're going to go to the lower lashes soon. There we are with the e.l.f. Lash Extender Mascara. This is tubing, so this is not going to smudge on you. This is perfect for when your AC goes out and you're upstairs and it's hot. And I'm just using that on my lower lashes, correcting little mistakes with a bare spoolie, adding another coat or two, and we're done. And then these are new from ABH, these really skinny little lipsticks. They're called Kiss Theory. And this shade, I believe, is called Brown Sugar, and I really love the tone, and it goes on with tons of shine, but the stick is super skinny, and it doesn't seem super long, so I'm really curious as to how long a product like that is going to last me, you know. But we took the hair down, take your hair down, and there we are. The look is complete, and as we speak, we're getting the new system installed, so it's Tuesday. Thank you guys. Love you. Bye.